Hey y'all, welcome back to Preparedness Truth. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button down below. Be sure to tap the notification bell beside it so that you will be notified when I upload new videos. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. So we're going to be talking about some of the crazy stuff that is still going on, and y'all, things are getting worse. It is not getting better. And when I talk about getting worse, I'm not just talking about in our country. I'm talking about around the globe. So if anybody has been keeping up with any of the news, things are just happening one right after the other, and it's getting wilder and wilder. So this one I'm going to be talking about Armageddon, and it's probably not Armageddon like you're thinking. This news article says Armageddon, domino from drought to Europe's power generation and energy efficiency. A major problem in nuclear power plants. And this article has just come out yesterday, and it's talking about the droughts that we are seeing so much of in the United States. We're seeing them in Germany. We're seeing them all across the globe. It is not just in 1 hour, and that is severely impacting our food supplies, our crop production, and also our power grid system and water supply. So that is a very big factor that we had to think about, because we think about Shtf situations and what happens if, the power grid was to go down, or your water doesn't come out the faucet and stuff like that, and that's becoming a really, really large possibility in multiple places. With as many lakes as there is drying up, that are running a lot of our power plants. So this one says, whenever water is used, the production of electricity is reduced, and already the drop exceeds 20% according to the BBC, which recalls that while the drought is threatening the rivers Rhine and Thames equally, the problem is developing like a domino in hydroelectric plants and nuclear plants of Europe. So it's just not one place this is happening. It's starting to happen in multiple locations, and it is really affecting the plants that are producing the power. Italy gets about 1/5 of its power from hydroelectric plants, but this has fallen by 40% in the past 12 months. So this is not something going on years, which it has been happening for years, but is really going quicker in this last year. In Spain, electricity production fell by 44% according to data from energy researchers around. Extremely hot weather is also affecting the nuclear power generation, especially in France. About half of the 56 reactors are offline, with several affected by a systematic corrosion problem. So it's causing a lot of them to get shut down, not run at full capacity, which means they're producing less, which means if you're in an area like we're in, they can shut your power off if need be. Doesn't matter if it's in the middle of a heat wave, doesn't matter if it's in the middle of a cold spell. If they feel the need to shut the power off for whatever the reason is, they can do it, and that's like that in many states in America, probably like that in many countries. France is now compensating for the electricity deficit by importing, among others, from the United Kingdom, where, however, high temperatures are affecting fossil, nuclear, and solar energy sources. So it's affecting all areas around the globe. It's becoming a major widespread problem. It's just not centralized. If both the French and British systems are in crisis at the same time, then no one really knows what will happen when the experts. The French government, as a temporary measure, allows nuclear plants to release very hot water back into the rivers, while the Federal Institutes of Technology in Zurich, citing indicatively, I can't say that word as good, as soon as the water in the rivers run low or warm up, the cooling in the nuclear plants must stop because the released water is dangerous. So it's not good. Hydroelectricity production can be affected by volatile factors, but a 40% reduction is absolutely extreme. That is almost half of the production. So you start cutting down your power production by half in a majority of your countries, then you're going to start seeing some major stuff happen, especially with the fact that it's just not happening in one area and somebody else can pick up the slack and help out. It's happening around the globe. And we plan for all these situations that might happen, but one of the biggest things that comes up as a prepper in situations that might happen is, what do I need to survive if the power grids go down? if there's no power grid, because power grids run not only our cooling and our heating and our cooking and our lights and, you know, bank systems and grocery store coolers and all that kind of stuff, but it also impacts your water supply. You know, they use electricity to pump your water to you through all the systems and stuff like that. So it's a big situation. It's a big thing going on, and it is major news, but a lot of people just kind of put it to the back burner and don't want to talk about it anymore because they're like, you know, it's just climate change. It's no big deal. It's just happening. We'll just deal with it. But it can cause a major domino effect, as they're saying, kind of like an Armageddon. If all the power grid systems start going down across the globe, people are going to go into panic mode that haven't prepped and prepared and are not ready to live off grid when they can't go to the grocery store and get food because the grocery stores are closed because they can't run without power. When the banks aren't open because you can't do banking the way the banking system is set up without power. I mean, it's not the paper systems like it was in the 1800s. It's all computerized, so nobody knows what nobody's got if they can't flip a computer on, you know, and get it out to you. You can't run to the ATM because it's not going to be working. But if you did have the money, it's not going to do you any good because none of the stores are going to be open because they don't even run by the old system of, you know, give you your money and give your change back. They run all electronic on stuff, and when none of it's operating, I mean, it's just a bad situation, and it's what most all of us preppers prepare for, is kind of a catastrophic situation where it's a major power grid system down, not just a one localized area, but something like this is a major SHTF situation. So I highly recommend be prepared for power grid system down, be prepared for the water system to be down, because right now, along with the tensions in war stuff that's happening right now and the possibility of all that, that is one of our greatest things happening right now is the water system's drying up, messing up the power plants, and the capacity going down to the point that the power system is starting to go down. So right now, that is looking like one of the major SHTF situations that could occur to kick off all this other if we don't end up in World War III first and just get nuked and don't even have to worry about power. I don't know. We'll see how that goes and how that plays out. We're keeping up with that too. But in the meantime, be prepared to live without power and without your water supply system being pumped through from a city or something. Be prepared with an alternative source. So I hope this helps you out. I will leave a news article down below so that y'all can go read this too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe. God bless you. Keep prepping.